Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and join graduating students Mr. Joshua Cohen and Mr. Kenneth Jackson in singing the national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting
Please remain standing for the invocation, which will be given by Rabbi Isabel DeConnick.
We pause on this great day of celebration to reflect, to give thanks, and to humbly ask for blessings for these graduates as they sail off into their next great horizons. With hearts overflowing, we offer gratitude to our graduates, to their families, friends, to our faculty, staff, and administrators. Each person here, and so many others we call to mind today, has served to nurture, sustain, support, challenge, inspire, and uplift these graduates. And by the merit of that devotion, we are able to celebrate this joyous graduation today. We ask the source of blessing to bless our graduates as they go forward into a world rife with challenges and ripe with possibilities. May you go out from Drexel with eyes filled with wonder and hearts filled with courage and compassion, ready to explore the world as it is and inspired to help transform it into the world it might yet be. May the lessons you have learned and the tools you have developed here at Drexel serve to propel you forward. And may the relationships that have sustained you here on campus continue to sustain you as you go out to build and design, explore, understand, innovate, and create. May you each find roles that will allow you to offer the world your greatest professional gifts. And may the work of your hands and hearts be ever in the service of community and humanity. May every day from this day forward offer you pathways for continued learning and growth. May bold vision, wise counsel, and generosity of spirit guide your way. May you be protected from all harm and affliction, and wherever your path leads you, may each of you always be accompanied by great light, laughter, and love. Congratulations to the class of 2017. May you go from strength to strength.
Please welcome John A. Fry, President, Drexel University.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's my great pleasure to welcome you to our commencement ceremony for the College of Engineering. I am so pleased and so honored to be the first to say congratulations to the great class of 2017. We are incredibly proud of your many accomplishments and wish you the best of success as Drexel alumni. So this is a day of great promise. You, our graduates, are poised on the threshold of what I am sure will be remarkable and rewarding careers. Here to celebrate with you, we have many of those who taught and advised you on your challenging educational journey. Among them, the dedicated College of Engineering faculty and professional staff members who are so committed to your success. And of course, you are joined by your families and friends and others who have formed your greatest support network. So to our graduates, and also to your parents and family and friends, and to the faculty and professional staff who taught and assisted you, I offer my congratulations. The world is a richer place today because of your efforts, with more capacity for knowledge and for innovation and for service to others. And that's what we celebrate at Commencement. I also want to extend a warm greeting to our commencement speaker, Stanley Silverman, Drexel class of 1969, a chemical engineering major who also earned his MBA from Drexel in 1974. Stan does many things for our university and currently serves as its vice chairman of the Board of Trustees. We can learn so much from Stan. As a role model with a highly successful career based in engineering, as a corporate executive whose company, PQ Corporation, operated globally in the field of chemicals and engineered glass materials, and as a published author on effective leadership in corporate, governmental, and civic settings. Stan, we look forward to hearing your insights. So let me close by saying to our graduates that the world desperately needs you. Our long-term health and prosperity as a society depends greatly on how you use your education you worked so hard to acquire. If I could offer some modest advice to you, it is to think of your future not just in terms of a series of career decisions, but in terms of the big problems that you want to solve and the complex challenges that you're willing to take on. If you follow your heart on those questions, your career moves will take care of themselves. I also want to ask you to please stay connected with your alma mater. The bonds you formed as a Drexel undergraduate can and should be lifelong, and the Alumni Association, 150,000 members strong, can help you maintain these important relationships. So I look forward to hearing about your future successes in scholarship and in your professions or in service to others, and hopefully all three. I'm so proud to share this day with you and your families. Thank you and congratulations. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Giuseppe Palmese, the Interim Dean of the College of Engineering.
Thank you, President Fry. It is my honor to welcome our graduates, parents, family, and friends to this graduation ceremony for Drexel's College of Engineering. With great appreciation, I also welcome the following honored guests: Ms. Kathleen Simicles, Drexel Board of Trustees; Mr. Stanley W. Silverman, Vice Chairman, Drexel Board of Trustees; Mr. Tony DePasquale, Chief Operations Division of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, the Philadelphia region; and Mr. Ken Goldberg, Deputy Chief, Operation Division, U.S. Army Corps of Engineers of the Philadelphia region. I'm also pleased to recognize the following distinguished guests: Dr. Susan Aldrich, Senior Vice President, Online Learning, and President, Drexel University Online; Dr. Brian Blake, Executive Vice President and Provost; Dr. Stephen Cox, Director of Greater Philadelphia Region, Louis Stokes, Alliance for Minority Participation; Dr. John DiNardo, Senior Vice Provost for Academic Affairs and Undergraduate Education; Dr. Adam Fontecchio, Vice Dean of Graduate College; Dr. Julie Mostov, Senior Vice Provost for Global Initiatives; and Dr. Alistair Saunders, Senior Vice Provost for Research. A number of Drexel graduates each year participate in ROTC and received their commissions in the armed forces. We acknowledge this service and that of these students, as well as their family, friends, and professors. I ask that everyone in this auditorium who is a member of the armed forces or a veteran stand to receive recognition for your service. President Fry, Provost Blake, I'm pleased to announce that the members of the College of Engineering faculty and administration are assembled with the students whom they have taught, mentored, and recommended for academic degrees. Today, we have over 800 bachelor, master, and PhD graduates from 7 departments. Civil, environmental, and architectural engineering. Where are you? Material science and engineering. Engineering technology, engineering management studies, electrical and computer engineering, chemical and biological engineering, and the Department of Mechanical Engineering and Mechanics. You're an impressive group of young men and women who hail to us from all over the country and the world. Our youngest graduate today is 19 years old. And we have numerous veterans of the U.S. Armed Forces graduating today. Because of you, our future is bright. We, the faculty, are very proud of your accomplishments, perhaps as proud as your families are, because after spending many years with you and seeing you flourish intellectually, professionally, and personally, we consider you our family. And for me, one of you is really family. My daughter Luisa graduates today from chemical engineering. And it seems only yesterday that 5 years ago, she and her friends, Ashraf, Kimmy, and Lauren, all graduating today, were part of a freshman design team in my class that was going to revolutionize the construction of guitars using high-performance carbon fiber composites. 5 years later, as undergraduates, you have all completed impressive senior design projects, many of which have real industrial promise. You have taken countless courses. You've been tested, prodded, challenged in many ways, and you have succeeded. And despite the countless hours spent on problem sets and projects, you have found time for other endeavors. Impressively, some of you have participated at the highest levels of collegiate athletics. You have begun to hone entrepreneurial skills, founding new companies and developing new technologies. And as graduates, you have dedicated time to conduct research with our faculty and graduate students. You have reinforced the spirit of Drexel through countless hours of community service, giving locally to this great city of Philadelphia, and globally in places like Nicaragua, Ecuador, through participation in activities like Engineers Without Borders and the medical brigades. You have impressed us. Allow me to just briefly address the PhD graduates with us today. Most likely, you have just completed the most intellectually transformative experience in your lives. Cherish this experience in which you have worked tirelessly, focused deeply on a singular problem under the mentorship of your distinguished advisors. Working on a single project for 4 or 5 years is likely not to happen again in your lifetimes, though it is from the point of view of a mentor if you pursue an academic career, one in which maybe you'll be mentoring some of our graduating undergraduates today. With your work, you have pushed the boundaries of knowledge, published in the most prestigious journals, and in many cases, your work has been translational, directly impacting industry and society. You and your mentors have given Drexel great recognition, and I applaud you. As engineers, we define and help to solve societal challenges ranging from global sustainability in relation to energy, water, food, health, to security challenges involving our infrastructure, wireless communications, and things like the Internet of Things, or IoT. It is truly an exciting time to be an engineer. The accelerating pace of innovation and the development and insertion of potentially disruptive technologies provide the tools for change. Robots and automated vehicles, additive manufacturing, ambient computing, and augmented reality, clean energy. These can all be part of solutions to our challenges, but they pose risks as well. You have the chance to identify and address these societal challenges. Go do it. We hope that this incubator of opportunity, known as Drexel's College of Engineering, has helped to spark your imagination, kindle your curiosity, and express your creativity. As you graduate, the opportunities before you are much bigger. Use your imagination, curiosity, and creativity to innovate and plan for your future. Follow your plans with integrity, defining the value you wish to add to this world and the good you wish to do, and you will be successful. So now, go out and show us. Soar like the dragons you are. May fortune and happiness accompany you on your journey. Congratulations, class of 2017. It is now my pleasure to introduce Carrie Hamilton, who is graduating today from the College of Engineering. Carrie will address us on behalf of the graduate class of 2017.
So, there I was, presenting the last slide of my PhD thesis. In that moment, I had the same thought I did right before starting graduate school, on a trip to Tanzania. I was standing at the summit of Mount Kilimanjaro at 19,341 feet. My friends and I took 4 days to make the journey, and by the time I reached my hand up to touch the icy summit sign, I thought only of how tired I was and of my own struggle to get there. Today, as we're surrounded by our support networks that helped us reach the top of our own mountains to make it to graduation, I'd like you to pause and reflect on the genuine bonds that you've made with others. These bonds are critical. They're the secret ingredient, not just for the success of our personal lives, but for the success of our engineering work and community as a whole. In my personal journey, these bonds made all the difference. I'm not exactly your typical engineer because I didn't start out my career as one. 5 years ago, with an undergraduate and master's degree in public health, I decided to pursue a PhD in engineering. I had spent years studying diseases caused by unsafe water and witnessing some of the devastation they cause in the world's most vulnerable people. I saw children sipping water from dirty Tanzanian wells that people swore to me that no one ever drank from. I peered into the so-called purest water from Australian rainwater storage tanks overgrown with slimy algae and bacteria. We all watched the news right here in the United States as residents of Flint, Michigan could not trust water full of lead that came from their taps. I knew if I wanted to make water systems safer, I would need to become an engineer, because engineers fix things. When I first started at Drexel, sitting next to freshmen in a Calculus 2 course at the age of 26, I never dreamed that my studies would lead me to a Fulbright scholarship in Australia. To succeed there, I needed to convince total strangers to let me onto their private property to take samples from their water supply. I had to motivate new colleagues to leave their air-conditioned desks to help me navigate up dirt paths to sampling sites full of snakes and spiders. Most importantly, I had to get all of these people to hang out with me because I didn't have any friends. At least not yet on that side of the world. This process wasn't always pretty. Reaching out to others can sometimes take us out of our comfort zones, but it is these sweltering field expeditions and awkward karaoke nights that breach the barriers between colleagues and communities. It is essential to driving positive change, in ourselves, in others, and in our world. Drexel has provided us with many different ways to make our world bigger by looking outward, to volunteer, to travel, to meet others we might not normally interact with. With this in mind, we must approach the barriers between us with great humility and delicate diplomacy if we are to solve engineering challenges. To the disbelief of many, not every possible problem is Googleable. There are even some problems that the shiniest devices and hottest web apps can't tackle. I've witnessed examples from around the world of broken and ill-maintained water purification devices, abandoned yet newly built health clinics, and a landscape littered with well-meaning projects that did not quite live up to the engineering mantra, fit for purpose. This is where the importance of connections between people and the context of an engineering challenge must inform us to face some of the world's greatest problems. This is the difference between good engineers and great engineers. As I looked up from my presentation and into the crowd at my thesis defense, my exhaustion quickly turned to great pride as I realized how many people were there that I cared about, giving me big smiles and thumbs up, even if they had no idea what I had just said. It is my hope that today at graduation, no matter how tiring your journey was, that you take a moment to enjoy the view from your academic summit, to savor a vast landscape beholden with promise. A promise to do more than fix what is broken. A promise to be great engineers. Congratulations, class of 2017.
Thank you, Carrie, for those nice comments, and congratulations on your graduation. It is now my pleasure to introduce Norden Chaitic, who is graduating today from the College of Engineering in Material Science and Engineering. Norden will address us on behalf of the undergraduate class of 2017.
I'd like to start by thanking all the advisors, staff, and faculty at the College of Engineering for bearing with us throughout these years. I know we students sometimes aren't the easiest people to work with. I'd also like to thank all of our friends, family, and especially our parents. We all made it here today thanks to your continuous support and money. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the kid freshman year that made our incoming class Facebook group. It was great to be able to help thousands of incoming freshmen just like myself make new friends before even stepping foot on campus. As an international student from Croatia, I'm happy to see how diverse our student body has become. Our graduating class represents students from almost all 50 states and over 100 countries. Collectively, we've gone on over 2,500 co-ops with almost 1,000 different companies spanning 25 countries. This gives us a broader experience that we could not have had anywhere else. One of our first classes together was the freshman design project. We were given a camera that was older than most of us, and we had to figure out how to 3D print a shutter to change the shutter speed. We formed groups, finished assignments, and created friendships that have lasted all these years. Even though we had to take 3 classes of Maple, not exactly an industry standard, we went on to design bridges, autonomous robots, and other freshman design projects. Now, 5 years later, we have successfully completed senior design projects where nothing ever seemed to go right, but in the end, we made it work and probably got the report done at 4 a.m. on the day it was due. Only speaking from experience. As a Drexel student ambassador, one of my favorite parts of open houses is seeing the excitement on the faces of incoming students. Through all the rigors of classes, exams, and co-op, we still have that excitement. The excitement to take everything we've learned and experienced to go out and do more with our lives. It was great to have been able to gather our class freshman year on that Facebook page, and it's an honor to have been able to speak on behalf of our group and send us off to our future endeavors. Thank you and congratulations, College of Engineering Class of 2017.
Thank you, Norton, for your remarks, and congratulations, your graduation. We want to acknowledge those students who have received special recognition from the university. In the spirit of honoring exceptional academic achievement, we wish to recognize one student who has completed both his bachelor and master's degrees in mechanical engineering with a perfect 4.0 grade point average. I would like to ask Matthew Schlegel to come forward and be recognized. Congratulations again. Now I would like to recognize those undergraduate students who have demonstrated outstanding academic achievement at Drexel as reflected in outstanding final grade point averages. Students graduate with GPA between 3.5 and 3.7 who graduate are designated cum laude with or with honor. Will cum laude graduates please stand? Those graduating with a GPA between 3.7 and 3.9 are designated magna cum laude, or with outstanding honor. Will our magna cum laude graduates please stand? Now, students graduating with a GPA of 3.9 or higher are designated summa cum laude, or with highest honors. Will our summa cum laude graduates please stand? Congratulations to all of you. Each year at commencement, we present the Harold W. Pody behind every graduate award named for the late Drexel trustee. This award recognizes excellence in secondary school teaching, and selections are made based on nominations by graduating students. One of this year's winners is with us today. I would like to ask Lara Patterson from Palos Verdes Peninsula High School in Rolling Hills Estates, California, and nominating student Roman Ventura to stand and be recognized. Each year, the Graduate College recognizes a number of doctoral students for exceptional achievement. We have one such graduate with us today. For Outstanding Dissertation Award, Carrie Hamilton, PhD candidate in Environmental Engineering, please stand to be recognized. Congratulations to you all. I'm now delighted to introduce Mr. Stan Silverman, a member of Drexel University Chemical Engineering class of 1969 and Masters of Business Administration class of 1974, who will deliver this year's keynote address. Stan is the former president and CEO of PQ Corporation, a global company operating in 19 countries in 2 core businesses, chemicals and engineered glass materials. Stan is a writer, speaker, and advisor to C-suite executives. He writes a weekly, nationally syndicated column on leadership, entrepreneurship, and corporate governance in the Philadelphia Business Journal and 42 affiliated business publications across the U.S. As a recognized thought leader, Stan has been an invited guest lecturer on leadership at the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania and at the LeBeau College of Business at Drexel University. He has been a speaker on leadership and governance issues at private company government summits and numerous other events. Stan is Vice Chairman of the Drexel University Board of Trustees. He is the former Chairman of the University College of Business Board and former chairman of the Soap and Detergent Association. He has served on the boards of numerous public companies, private companies, and nonprofit boards. Please give a warm welcome to our keynote speaker, Mr. Stan Silverman.
Thank you, Dean Palmese, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Graduates, alumni, family, and friends, honored guests, and members of the college and university community, on behalf of the Drexel Board of Trustees, welcome to today's commencement ceremony. Graduates, you have just completed an enormous undertaking. As you seek solutions to work or life's challenges, I urge you to remember what you learned here about the power of teamwork and the importance of interpersonal skills in accomplishing your goals. You are all entering a noble profession. Engineers play a key role in building modern society. There is no other professional discipline that even comes close to what engineers contribute to our way of life or our quality of life. With an engineering degree, in addition to becoming a practicing engineer, you can become anything you want to be. Some of you will decide to use your engineering education and experience to pursue other careers. Educational background data from search firm Spencer Stewart indicates that 33% of CEOs have undergraduate engineering degrees. Some of you will someday become CEOs, and many other things. Regardless of your career path, the best advice I can share with you as you pursue your careers is to be open to new opportunities that come your way and embrace change. Change is the only constant in life. I encourage you to be proactive and create your own opportunities. You never know where the future will take you. 48 years ago, I was sitting out there. Little did I know that 48 years later, I'd be up here. So I'm a 1969 chemical engineering graduate from your university, who happens to be the vice chairman of its board. So how's that happen? How does an engineer become vice chairman of the board of his alma mater? I can look back to the first day after my commencement and recall the steps along my career path. I took advantage of opportunities to accept assignments, many of which were outside my comfort zone. Many times I stepped out and did something new and different in other disciplines. I took risks. Those of you that never take risks will not have the enjoyment of succeeding wildly or perhaps failing and then stepping up and doing it again. Sometimes I failed, but that never stopped me from moving forward. So tomorrow is the first day after your commencement. Take risks. Step out of your comfort zone. Always take advantage of opportunities to do something new and different. Create your own opportunities. Someday, you may have the honor of standing here like I am, addressing a commencement class just like this one. Many of you are familiar with the story of Icarus from your humanities class. You remember the Greek character of Greek mythology. It's a great metaphor of how one should manage one's career. According to the legend, Icarus flew too high, too close to the sun. The wax holding the wings to his back melted off, and he crashed into the sea. Should Icarus have played it safe and flown lower? Seth Godin, the author of The Icarus Deception, writes, and I quote, "It is far more dangerous to fly too low than too high, even though it may feel safer to fly low. You settle for low expectations and small dreams and guarantee yourself that you will do less than what you're capable of doing. By flying too low, you also shortchange those, not only yourself, but also those who depend upon you or will depend upon the results that you achieve," unquote. And I would add, you also deprive yourself of gaining experience and expertise in other areas in the event you may need to make a career change someday. And some of you will. Some of you will have many, many, many jobs before your retirement in many different areas. So during your career, be sure you don't fly too low. Take risks and fly high. And if you crash, you'll pick yourself up and fly again. So based upon my experience in my career, I can offer you the following achievements and attributes that will help you be successful during your professional life. Number one, your commitment to yourself and others to always strive for excellence. How you differentiate yourself by doing new things and proactively implementing change in everything that you do. Your interpersonal skills and how you lead others. Your good critical judgment and common sense. Your contacts and your personal network. Your ethics, your integrity, and your professional and personal reputation among your colleagues, your clients or customers, and the public. During your career, be sure to always protect your integrity and reputation. Once damaged, you never earn them back. So there's a passage in the West Point Cadet Prayer that reads as follows, and I quote, "Make us choose the harder right instead of the easier wrong," unquote. I'm going to repeat that. Make us choose the harder right instead of the easier wrong. Remember this, especially when you run into situations which require difficult ethical decisions. It's better to walk out of a job and get another one than do something that violates your ethics or your standards. Don't do it. You're on a slippery slope. Don't do it. When you face these decisions, choose the harder right. You'll never regret it. So on behalf of the Board of Trustees, congratulations and our very best wishes. I also want to extend my congratulations to our graduates' families. Your love, support, and sacrifice were very important in helping our graduates succeed and achieve and reach this very important day in their lives. Thank you very much.
On behalf of everyone in the college, thank you very much, Stan. It is now time to individually recognize all of our graduates assembled today.
Receive their hoods. Marshals, if you'll please escort our doctoral graduates to the stage with their supervising professors to be hooded.
Lauren Smalls-Monty, Supervising Professor, Franco Montalto. Stephanie Miller, Supervising Professor, Franco Montalto. Bita Al-Zib Detazi, Supervising Professor, Franco Montalto. Brian Wisner, Supervising Professor, Antonios Konsos. Andrew James Ellenberg, Supervising Professor, Antonios Konsos. Long Du Nguyen, Supervising Professor, Sabrina Spatari. Ruben Rosario, Jr. Yuri Smolin, Supervising Professor Ken Lau and Masood Suresh. Sergey Smolin, Supervising Professor Jason Baxter. Sachi Jayasuriya, Supervising Professor Karen Mew Miller. Carrie Hamilton, Supervising Professor Chuck Haas. Bidya Prasad, Supervising Professor Chuck Haas. Katie Jo Sunday, Supervising Professor Mitra Tahiri. Wayne Harlow, Supervising Professor Mitra Tahiri. Amber Shoket, Supervising Professor Steve May. Alex L. Crick, Supervising Professor Steve May. Catherine Louise Van Aken, Supervising Professor Yuri Gagotsi. Chan Young Wan, Supervising Professor Wei Sun. Jamel Ali, Supervising Professor Wei Sun. Siddharth Vyas, Supervising Professor Vlad Janis. Zihan Wang, Supervising Professor Baram Nabet. MD Muhammadur Rahman, Supervising Professor Matt McCarthy. Emre Ulcherulu, Supervising Professor Matthew McCarthy. Logan Shanahan, Supervising Professor Leslie Lamberson. Daniel Scotto D'Antuono, Supervising Professor Mitra Tahiri. Matthew Hartshorn, Supervising Professor Mitra Tahiri. Ashur Leff, Supervising Professor Mitra Tahiri. Caitlin Dubau Sniffen, Supervising Professor Mira Olson and Chris Solis. Rizanwana Baigum, Supervising Professor Mark Hempstead and Barris Taskin. Silas Simo Tuo, Supervising Professor Viva Kalra. Alyssa Butala, Supervising Professor Youngmoo Kim. Jakob Malala, Supervising Professor, Afshin Daryush. Jayanta Apte, Supervising Professor, John McLaren Walsh. Shrenik Vora, Supervising Professor, Tim Kurzweg. Weston Inchbacher, Supervising Professor, Tim Kurzweg. Bin Lee, Supervising Professor, Adam Fontecchio. Alyssa Bellingham, Supervising Professor, Adam Fontecchio. James Chaco, Supervising Professor, Kapil Dandekar and Naga Kandasamy.
Congratulations to all of our doctoral graduates. Marshals, please escort the Master of Science graduates, beginning with Chemical and Biological Engineering Department, to the stage for individual recognition. Our receiving line will be joined by Department Head Dr. Cameron Abrams.
Arpita Anuvar Das, Gianfranco Savino, Julia Croshy, Ali Davari, Rahul Nagesh Pai, Shreya Ramanathan, Kinjal L. Valendra, Janka Patel,
and the Department of Architectural Engineering with Civil and Environmental Engineering and Department Head Charles Haas.
Fatima Abdul Wahid, Bujo Kanshef, Galayans Abu Jawude,
Marshals, please escort the Master of Science graduates in Electrical Engineering, in Computer Engineering, and in Cybersecurity to the stage to be individually recognized. Our receiving line will be joined by Interim Department Head Dr. Stephen Weber.
Jian Chen, Chang Chong, Jitin Philip Tenisaril, Vibhay Venugopal Rao, Manoj Kumar Vajara Ravichandran, Adarsh Balaji, Tyagesh Nathan, Trevor James Drummond, Kayati Ved, Shi Liu, Chengzi Li, Shan Shi Shu, Pihao Liu, Utpal Vijay Singh Solanki, Trejas Gagan Atreya, Pramudna Engle, Gautam Verma Nandiala, Suraj Nair, Abesh Nasruddin Dukha, Angeline May Agualdo, Muhammad Haziq Ziaunuddin, Kartik Chandran, Kayur Devendra Shah, Anuksha Bharadwaj, Supriya Mahaveda Gowda, Vishaka Kiran, Sidesh Jagadale, Edwin Jacob John, Kritika Muthuvirappan, Lakshmi Narayanan, Sok Kamlesh Shah, Corey Joshua Gregory, Michael Dards, Sumant Satish, Gopalakrishnan Ishwar Iyer, Prahalad Shivashankaran, Smart H. Chada, Thomas Richard Servino.
Marshals, please escort the Master of Science graduates in Construction Management, Engineering Management, in Project Management, and in Property Management to the stage. The receiving line will be joined by Department Head Dr. Christine Fiore.
Diane Botson, Scott Webster, Mark Allen, Winifred Brown, Jennifer Regal, Jake Skidmore, Sean McGonnell, Yvette Harris, Francis Vincent, Bai Musa Sese, Stanley Thigpen, Michael Stewart, Carlos Arroyo, Jasmine Mosley, Wendy Thurman, Miguel Jeremy Valenzuela, Gregory Page, it works, Thomas Richard Servino,
Marshals, please escort the Master of Science graduates in Engineering Technology Department to the stage. They will be joined by Department Head Dr. Vladimir Jenis.
Dylan Benrose, Dustin Ho,
Marshals, please escort the Master of Science graduate in Materials Science and Engineering Department to the stage. Our graduates will also be greeted by Department Head Dr. Michelle Marcolangio.
Shang Hao Huang, Elisa Mariaberger, Alan Schremer, Jasmine George,
Marshals, please escort the Master of Science graduates in Mechanical Engineering and Mechanics Department to the stage. They will also be greeted by Department Head Dr. David Miller.
Sean Balbear, Julian David Arojo or Julia, Ankit Patel, Deepak Pagnagar, Kernal Sharma, Siddharth Shadavshiv, Shraman Kadapa, Vignesh Parumal, Mahmoud Erdamush, Jamil Ahaj Musa, Vipul Sharma, Abdurrahman Yilmaz, Guillermo Tuerta del Rey, Connor Duncan, Jose Antonio Uztake, Abdikau. I can't read it.
Congratulations to all of our master's graduates. Marshals, please escort the Bachelor of Science and Engineering degree candidates to the stage to be individually recognized. They will be joined by Program Director Dr. Tim Kurtzwig.
Muni Shah Sakni, Amanda Tilles, Kevin Garvey, Brittany Adams, Zihao Luo, Kaisin Han, Youngtown, Michael Arsenich, Henry Tan, Dong Yao Sun.
Marshals, please escort the Bachelor of Science graduates in the Chemical and Biological Engineering Department to the stage for individual recognition. They will also be congratulated by their department head, Dr. Cameron Abrams.
Rishub Rathod, Ryan Hose, Danielle Fernandez, Alexa Angotti, Louisa Palmese, Kimberly Wilson, John Mikic, Nicholas Whitman, Nancy Patel, Rowan Venkatara, Dylan Morell, Paul Martirano, Nola Elizabeth McAloon, Nikolai Dubsky, Adam Smith, James Ryan Shallow, Nicholas Peter D'Annunzio, Spencer John Brady, Stephanie McLean Edwards, Michelle Lee Martz, Andrew Joseph Snyder, Thomas A. Yorfido, Benjamin Kilikar Sampson, Samuel Cromer, Satya Amit Shroff, Juan Sebastian Alvarez, Christina Marie Gallo, Nguyen Trong, Quan Nguyen, Rumpa Biswas, Lynette Figueroa, Michael Karaman, Brian Romero, Christopher A. Pratt, Leonard S. Heller, Alex Ladur, Christopher Vincent Finnegan, Hadi Omar Almir, Trevor Lenhart, Akhil Sajwani, Lindsay Fitzer, John Docherty, Stephen Risco, Gabrielle Spence, Danielle Dries, Oyung Hee, Van Nguyen, Enhu Kayun, Dalena Azizi, Trang Nguyen, Jane O'Malley, Setri Yu Aitrin, Mohammed Afiq Azad Zulfiki, Irfan Hamdi Tajulasari, Wen An Fin Fazlin, Rohan Bhatt, Sharif Khalifa, Clayton Lutzo, Stephen Curran Cornelli, Jason Fugel, Louis Albert Sachs, Evan Lauderbach, Anthony J. Abel, Fahim Nazim, Tessa Spiker, Sheree Arfmoni Davis, Zachary Anthony Trotter, Gregory Davis, Matthew Venay, Megan Weisel, Marcantonio Dreyer, Jack Wilkie, Kyle Koppenheffer, John Diebler, Ryan Tudor, Daniel K. Fisher, Stanley Burke, Christopher Erdman, Brett M. Hunter, William Kahn, Sydney Tran, Ashwathi Annie John, Ashraf Almeida,
Marshals, please escort the Bachelor of Science graduates in Architectural Engineering, Civil Engineering, Environmental Engineering to the stage for individual recognition. Our graduates will be joined by their department head, Dr. Charles Haas.
Diana Vogel, Francis Ingram III, Chloe Catherine Dye, Andrew Rock, James Reedus, Johnny Lewis Kerwin, Mary Nelson, Carrie Ann May, Patrick Gillen, Matthew Simino, Laura Worley, Brandon Fabian, Joshua Miguel Cohen, Philip Moyer, Hatim Amiji, Kushnaveen Chandra, Prahlad Singh, Epin Jean, Ming Swan Sai, Blake Fink, Jake Simmet, Daniel James Fitzpatrick, Matthew Dow, James Stanton, Carrie Ann Vogler, Laura Harbour, Craig Todd, Eric Von Hoffen, Tierney Rose Griffin, Jonathan Miller, William Kerr, Natasha Irene Brodowski, Mark Fredrickson, Daniel Shields, Joseph Dressel III, Michael Volpe, Jonathan Sircosta. Kunal Patel. Michael Koya. Eric Brown. Anthony Dennis. James Craig Wickware. Joseph Paulo. Taylor Lee. Megan Broley. Andrew White. Sean Kazael. Evan Hodgelik. Molly Blakely, also graduating with master's degree. Allison Locke, also graduating with master's degree. Annie E. Fang. Stephen Goback. Joshua Keith Christopher. Evan Newcomer. Raymond Powell. Christopher Chen. Shannon Williams, also graduating with master's degree. Brian Cummings, also graduating with master's degree. Arthur McCloskey, also graduating with master's degree. Danielle Schroeder, also graduating with master's degree. Haley Selden. Laura Blumenstock. Timothy Fetter, also graduating with master's degree. Emma Ostrowski. Mridul Parikh. Mohammed Atil. Christopher Whitwick. Zachary Strobel. Mark Lodato, also graduating with master's degree. Kai Wechter, also graduating with master's degree. Sharouk Al-Blushi. Ahmed Mohammed. Abdul Latif Akandiri. Maxim Lukashevich. Noruldin Aldebob. Roland Ngaba Biakop II. Alejandra Mere. Alan Walden, also graduating with master's degree. Maxime Damis, also graduating with master's degree. Nicholas Manna, also graduating with master's degree. Nobuki Daniel Endo. Nicholas Capaldi. Michael Fitzgerald. Alexandra Young. Joseph Mushanzi, also graduating with master's degree. Malcolm Kiplinger. Humza Farouk. William Char, also graduating with master's degree. Troy Ludlow. Patricia Wood. Jennifer Martin. Zakia James. Kwok Min Pham. Andy Din. Anita Ting. Bridget Frasca. Kathleen Farnelli, also graduating with master's degree. Ronald Park. Thomas Matthew Lewis Prayer. Stephen Sirkovich. Oops. Matthew Zabiga, also graduating with master's degree. Yasmina Shields, also graduating with master's degree. Egla Corey, also graduating with master's degree. Alex Palma, also graduating with master's degree. Danielle Bayan, also graduating with master's degree. Abdul Aziz Al-Sulim. Brennan Craig Connolly. Crystal Stankunas, also graduating with master's degree. Yi Yu. Elong Wu. Ziyong Lin. Yuping Zhao. June Jane Pull, Rong Wang, Megnan Yang, Jack On John. Oh, yeah.
Marshals, please escort the Bachelor of Science graduates in Electrical Engineering and in Computer Engineering to the stage to be individually recognized. They will be congratulated also by their interim department head, Dr. Stephen Weber.
Derek C. Lambert, Fei Young Sit, Joseph Haggerty, Samuel Vorsa, Scott Daniel Sibist, Gabrielle Brieva, Zachary William Jacobs, Elmer Roy Turner, Christopher Fedor, Robert Taglang, also graduating with a master's degree, Wenyao Zhang, Connor James Thompson, also graduating with a master's degree, Alexander Anthony Crisafulli, Alan Michel, Matthew Ambrose Marcoux, Jason Lewinsky, Chase C. Hamilton, also graduating with a master's degree, Stephen Waller Hebenstreet, Kyle Locke Pierce, Justin Abate, also graduating with a master's degree, Ryan Cunningham, Stephen Tang, also graduating with a master's degree, Carolyn Aki Ogawa, Michelle Lanshi, Rebecca Ann Cargan, Caitlin Money, Shannon Elizabeth McPartland, Jamie Elise Dorfman, Michael J. Shipley, Kevin Young, Gary Grassi, Chukwudi Ilo, also graduating with a master's degree, Soala Anga, Andrew Vila, also graduating with a master's degree, Sean Stevens, also graduating with a master's degree, Dantha Abedira Gunarathna, Trey Raymond Harper, Robert Nicholas Hausler, Aprajita Saishena, Dario Thomas Marusco, also graduating with a master's degree, Anand Patel, Timothy Wei Ming Ko, Stephen Dennis Kravitsky, John Abikeo, Shihao Song, Sunny Sanjay Shah, Derek Philibert, Michael James Farn, Ian Nemetz, Eric Gerard Nachtigal, also graduating with a master's degree, Zachary Land Minter, also graduating with a master's degree, Anthony Jerome Sauter, also graduating with a master's degree, Hina Ramesh Kumar, Nicholas Lee Minnick, William Flieger, Zachary E. Haubach, also graduating with a master's degree, Shinan Zhu, Min Zhan, Ziwei Wang, Zihao Liu, Cheng Miao, Lingan Li, Qihao Feng, Hao Pei, Zhanglu He, Yingyang Pan, Mengyu Zhang, Diane Yuan, Kush Patel, Orcel Kunaga, Tyler Christian Reynolds, David Tigre-Rose. Anuj A. Patel. Hasib Sheikh. Karishma Prakash Perswani. Savannah Marie Lee. Praduba Nanda Samal. Zachary Edward Bryceland, also graduating with a master's degree. Alexander Kazantsev. Samuel Lucas Hopkins, also graduating with a master's degree. John Paul Thomas Atkinson, also graduating with a master's degree. Brian Patrick Mortimer. Daniel Dolin. Jack Joseph Hanley. Daniel Patrick Gorn. Bradford C. Pulley. Anthony M. Romano. Stephanie Taline Rosa. Frankie Morgan Curran. Brian Thomas Sheridan, also graduating with a master's degree. Gerardo Fayu. Alexander Henry Brudner. Eric Carl Weigel III. Jason Paul Gallagher. James Stumpf. Navroop Singh Hundal. Kim Nguyen. Joe Murarani. Gaugandeep Kaur. Matthew Richard Giovannucci. Erica R. Fentress. Ali Ahmed. Hanumant Mahida. Aaron Craig Scott. Jacob Grande. Alexander Stephen Krostowski. Michael Daniel Ishokov. Kevin Crawley. Max Werner Drexel. Elliot Goldberg. Matthew Ryan Goldfarb. Eric Troilo. Stefano Licurgi Frattarelli. Christopher W. McLaughlin. Daniel Reith Schoflin. Kathy Norok Doe. Eric Andrew Rock, also graduating with a master's degree. Gilbert Appleby. Leonard Chan. Patrick Cross. Alan Palmer. Andrew Gentili. Ismail Gustav Hamidi. Jeremy Vital. Seth Nicosia. Zaiful Asidik Zaylan. Connor Stephen Sands. Benjamin Corion. Shadrach Gole. Jonathan Thaddeus Balsamo. Francis Thomas Pantano, also graduating with a master's degree. Michael Declan Kraus. Nicholas Scott Jackson. Thomas Joseph Halpin. Sagar Patel. Edward J. Alessandro. William D. Keeley. Matthew Christopher Fairfield. Chris Bansky. Ashley M. Ortega. Lauren Rita Slason. Tianrui Lee. Kyle McDougall. Ali Munib Demirkazak. Xavier William Johnson. Nishit Dalal. David Harold Gaines III. Jeremy Aaron Eichenberger. Alamelu Chandrasekaran. Colby Robert Bennett. Shannon Miles. Nigel Dennis Coelho. Dennis Jaramillo Robles. Zachary Feinberg. Forrest Aaron Oden. Renaldo Noel Jun. Alexander Ryan Knipe. Derek Taylor Ladkia. Simon Agayev. Swap.
Marshals, please escort the Bachelor of Science graduates in Construction Management to the stage to be individually recognized. Joining our receiving line is Department Head Dr. Christine Fiore.
Arum Yoon. James Moore. Joshua Hrinda. Matthew Franzen. Mark Graef. Anthony Joseph Williams. William Harris. David Senko. Timothy Yu. Emmanuel Okiri Asidu. Cole Schaefer. Ibrahim Bakir. Christopher Carroll. Imtaz Ali. Brendan Henry Mandarak. Michael Barnes. Justin Ulisny. Ronald Marker. Samuel Masters. Alexander Hagan. Dexter Pennant. Material Science, right?
Marshals, please escort the Bachelor of Science graduates in the Engineering Technology Department to the stage. The receiving line will be joined by Department Head Vladimir Jenis.
Alexis Vera. Urenci Souza Rojas. Hua Tran, also receiving a master's degree. Senyu Wang. Daniel J. Duzensky. Christopher Wallace. Shasta Jean Moore. Alfredo Quintero. Sean Christopher Kern. Nando Tyler Orfanelli. John Kanan Delmar. Perry Baxter Gold. Alexander Gren Knoll. Benedict William Tizano. Joshua Seymour Leibowitz. Nathan Large. David Ethan Stem. Robert Siret. Giancarlo Espaillat. Bruno A. Diallo.
Marshals, please escort the graduates of Mechanical Engineering and Mechanics Department to the stage, and their department head, Dr. David Miller. Materials. I'm sorry. I apologize. We have the Materials Science and Engineering Department first. Department Head, Dr. Michelle Mokolanja.
Stephen Christopher Beatty, also graduating with a master's degree. Alexander McBride. Matthew Pasquale West. Gabrielle Teresa Shuri. Daria Dragoon. Adam Joseph Falcone. Paul Chung. Ryan Gregory Norman. Bernard Joseph Haynes. Danielle Isayo Christie, also graduating with a master's degree. Eric S. Hudson. Angelica Althea Connor, also graduating with a master's degree. Serena Isabel Gordon, also graduating with a master's degree. Matthew Gerald Langenstein. Renee Nicole Gannon. Michael S. Carey, also graduating with a master's degree. Artemi Christou. Ryan Warren DeMott, also graduating with a master's degree. Pardis Bonakdarpour. Caitlin Cavanaugh. Kirtan Vijay Shilat. Samaridin Shanazarov. Andrei Romanchuk. Nordin Chatic.
And now, the graduates from the Mechanical Engineering and Mechanics Department.
Peijon Zhao. Nicholas Lane. Chelsea Burnley. Tremaine Renee Medley. Dilichuku Chimakumua. Oyinkasola Adarela. Abhishek Shete. Philip Ross. Rajan Shah. Justin Frazee. Faris Darwesh. Abdul Hamid Abdal. Arjun Bunugaria. Michael Shea. Lukshay Singh. Daryl John Leach. Jared Daniel Massaro. Sagar Desai. Patrice Fazen. Virj Patel. Sajan George. Jayun Sun. Dominic Dosimo. James Yichi Sato, also graduating with a master's degree. Caleb Anthony Gerald. Mikaleli Brayland. Christopher Jacino. Daniel Grease Jode. Zachary Kavulich. Jacob Tannehill. Colin Driscoll. June Herr. Kevin Rodriguez. Cheyang Mo. Also graduating with a master's degree. Julian Calderin. Jeremy Lee. Philip Wolf. Bianca Iamura, also graduating with a master's degree. Michael Cunningham, also graduating with a master's degree. Jonathan Solsky. Caitlin Bubel. Elizabeth Wagner. Ronak Devkota. Lucas Geisbuehler. Kyle Peterson. Tyler Richardson. David Noel. Nick Rooney, also graduating with a master's degree. Matthew Kaldarska. Mark Petroroy. Jacob Sabu, also graduating with a master's degree. Gina Maydiel, also graduating with a master's degree. Michael Hagan. Judy Tran. Michael Abramson. Nick Demraska. Rachel Rich. Peter Atavila III. Kyle Zachary Hanbicki. David Fender. Joab Alexander. Kevin Patel. Joe Kehoe. Zachary Block. Benjamin Scheinberg. Daniel Diaz Castillo. Arayam Sinha, also graduating with a master's degree. Alexander Lee, also graduating with a master's degree. Benjamin Sense. Tyler DeCesar. Michael Alexio. Robert Kearns. Nicholas Martin, also graduating with a master's degree. Liam Brennan, also graduating with a master's degree. Corey Smith, also graduating with a master's degree. Kevin Souza, also graduating with a master's degree. Brian Patrick Darty, also graduating with a master's degree. Dylan Tygeson. Christopher Peace. Christina Trum. Alejandro Sanchez. Amanda Ireland. Gurkirat Singh. Sihan Yu. Eunice Emre Koch. Matthew Costa. Madeline Devlin. Austin Charles Gentry. Richard James Tredenick, also graduating with a master's degree. Sean McCollum, also graduating with a master's degree. Thomas Gormley. David Raymond. Joshua Miller. Alexander Vuong. Hein Nguyen, also graduating with a master's degree. Zachary Marker. Sagar Patel. Kenneth Jackson. Sheely Susi. Deepu Rajan. Jibin Vaden. Srinivas Maidem. Mohammed Zerban. Andrew Garber. Jesse Acevedo. Dalton Eggles. Mohammed Ralsi. Nur Hadia Mohammed Nasir. Asraf Najmi Abdul Rahman. Adib Faduli Shaharan. Mohammed Hazraf Khan Hakim Khan. Robert John Fontana. Ezra Bell. Christopher Hamilton. Michael Windsor. Kevin Lubinsky. Danish Aziz Damani. Eric Ferguson. Zafirul Ayman Bizrazli. Ayman Omar. Mohammed Izzuddin. Abdul Rahim. John Capone. Anthony Johnson. Khan Guler. Connor Moran. Taihao Shen. Also graduating with a master's degree, Daryl Ashley Mutwing. David DeMarco. Daria Shah. Also graduating with a master's degree, Brandon Tran. Kenneth Arceo Reyes. Ahmed Al-Salamoni. Nicholas Phelps. Zachary Benjamin Rhesus. Chad Peter Maymel. Daniel Sager. Catherine Liebknecht. Audrey Caulfield. Genesis Aviles. Dennis Rupp. David Simpson. Nathan Walton. Evan Snyder. Matthew Prokop, also graduating with a master's degree. Charles Pildis III. Mohammed Abdur Razak. Abu Kuyeti. Aslam Aslan. Michael Cardillo. Sagar Chada. Daniel Neno. Kashyap Soni. David Richards. Vincenzo Spigonardo. Andrew Gatton. Jonathan Ortiz. Michael Donovan. Evan Krautwald. Mohammed Nigman Afzal. Daniel Soriano. James Megariotis. David Latanzi. Sean Yellis. Troy Anthony Giampietro. Ari Jordan Tepper. Charles Riley Brawner. Hunter Emerson Hall. Andrew Lubin. Brooks Jensen. Brandon Gallagher. Timothy Brown. Thomas Maza. Travis Hart, also graduating with a master's degree. Emily Ballantyne. Kyle Schwerian. William Aird. Adolfo Serafin. Alejandro Silva Roach. Mariano Di Tedante. Andres Ocha. Carlos Barrios. Ian Proud, Will Green, Greg Bennett, also graduating with a master's degree, Brett Conklin, James Tyrell, Kenneth Rosenblatt, Elon Side Green, Dustin Brandel, Benjamin Goldblatt, Christopher Bromhead, Zachary Hamilton, Tristan Foley, Adam Cho, Andrew Hill, Peter Lewis, Josh Bettinger, William Torok, Michael Liberati, Jonathan Colosimo, Jonathan Kiem-Schenk, Brian Snelling, Lauren Garapo, Jamish Mehta, Bullock Chaptapadhyaya, Daniel Trazi, also graduating with a master's degree, Joseph McFadden, also graduating with a master's degree, Michael Luther, also graduating with a master's degree, Joshua Rote, also graduating with a master's degree, Nicholas Redmond, Kevin Rodden, Craig Stephen Tallis, also graduating with a master's degree, Blake Piccolo, Stephen Guarneri, Matthew Kelly, Christopher Rowland, also graduating with a master's degree, William Long, Christopher Zarella, John Gu, Tianzi Miao, Ted Yi, Shi Chen, Stephen Maleli, Sandy Wang, also graduating with a master's degree, Brian Glassman, Matt Geely, Patrick Leonard, Xavier Lee, also graduating with a master's degree, Chris Terlizzi, Adam Eshelman, Craig Pindinsky, John Maloney, also graduating with a master's degree, Tony Liang, Noresh Varman Mani Sagar, Bin Lee, James Ritchie Esposito Ostman, Daniel Navin, Aaron Ackerman, Matthew Schlegel, also graduating with a master's degree. Ladies and gentlemen, at the beginning, we may have missed some of the students that earned both a bachelor's and master's degree, so if we had missed anybody that also graduated with their master's degree, please rise and be recognized. It's all yours.
And congratulations to all of our graduates.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have one more round of applause for all of our graduates. In this ceremony, we have paid tribute to the graduating class of 2017. Now it is the graduates' turn to salute those who have helped them along the way. It is my pleasure to introduce Danish Damani, who will be graduating today from the College of Engineering, to salute parents, spouses, partners, children, and loved ones. Danish.
Oh boy. With all the engineers in here, you'd expect to have an air conditioner built within minutes. But we are not here today to build air conditioners. We are here today to build engineers, Drexel engineers. But have you ever wondered how many people it takes to build an engineer? And I mean from the moment they're born to the time they walk this stage. How many? From the doctors and nurses who carried us into this world, to our teachers who instilled in us the notion of intellectual curiosity, the Drexel professors, staff, and admin who carried us through this intellectual journey, the food trucks that nourished us morning, day, and night. Cucina Zapata will never forget you. The new friends we made at Buckley Fields over a game of soccer, or should I say football for my international friends. And our oldest lifelong friends who have always been by our sides. But perhaps, most importantly, the people who have been our cheerleaders, our personal cheerleaders from day one, the parents, grandparents, siblings, spouses, children, aunts, uncles, mentors. You guys are the real MVPs of today's ceremony. On behalf of the graduating class, I would ask you to please rise. The parents, the families, everyone just rise so that we may recognize you formally. We thank you, we congratulate you for your love, for your sacrifices, and your support that made us the Drexel Dragons we are today. Thank you.
Thank you, Danish. So thank you for joining us today. We are excited to continue graduation activities later today with the university-wide commencement at Citizens Bank Park beginning at 7:30 p.m., where all the degrees will be formally conferred. We encourage our graduates and their families to join us immediately following the ceremony for a reception to celebrate the class of 2017. The reception is located behind you on top of the hill in the Crescendo tent. We hope to see you there. When our ceremony ends, please stay in your seats until the stage party has recessed. At that time, graduates, please join your families in celebration of your achievement. Once again, congratulations, class of 2017.